This lesson will review sharps, flats, and naturals, but also teach you about how to find N harmonics. So let's start with the rules of the N harmonics. You see on this tone chime, you have F sharp and G flat. Here's the rule with sharps. When you have a letter that's sharped, to find the N harmonic, you go the next letter up and flat it. So you see, we have F sharp here. You go the next letter up in the alphabet, that's G, and you flat it. Remember, an N harmonic has to be a different letter. So you couldn't say the N harmonic of F sharp is F flat. You would say the N harmonic of F sharp is G flat. Let's do another one. So once again, you take the sharp, the G sharp, you go the next letter in the musical alphabet, and we know musical alphabet doesn't go to H, it goes back to A. So you go from G sharp, you go up to A, and you flat it, and they are the same note. G sharp, A flat are the same note. Here's another thing you should know. An N harmonic of a sharp cannot be a sharp. So G sharp would not be the same as A sharp. G sharp is the same as A flat. Let's do another one. So you take A sharp and you go up a letter and you flat it. So B flat is the same as A sharp. And remember, there has to be a different letter. So you couldn't say A flat is the same as A sharp. They're not. A sharp is the same as B flat. You go up a letter and you flat it. Let's do C sharp. So C sharp, you go up a letter and it's D, and that's D flat. So to do the N harmonic, you go up a letter in the alphabet. Let's convert flats to sharps now. You do the opposite. So when you have a flat, like an E flat, you go backwards a letter in the alphabet and sharp it. So E flat is the same as D sharp. You went backwards a letter and sharpened it. Let's do this with D flat. So you have D flat. You go backwards a letter in the alphabet and you have C sharp. They are N harmonics. So let me test you on this. B flat. What is the N harmonic of B flat? Here's the answer. You went backwards a letter in the alphabet and you made it A sharp. Remember, an N harmonic cannot be the same letter name. It has to be a different letter name. Let's do another one. Let's try G flat. What is the N harmonic of G flat? So you have G flat here. You go backwards a letter name and you wind up with F sharp. So you go back a letter name from the flat and you sharp it. Let's do the opposite. Let's do C sharp. What is the N harmonic of C sharp? So you're going to go forward a letter in the alphabet and you flat it. Now let's do it on the staff. What letter is this? This is F sharp. What is the N harmonic of F sharp? So the rule is you go up a letter and you flat it. So F sharp is G flat. Let's do G sharp now. What is the N harmonic of G sharp? So the rule is you go up a letter, which in the music alphabet goes to A, and you have A flat. What about A sharp? What is the N harmonic of A sharp? You go up a letter, which means you go from a space to a line. See that? And you flat it. And now A sharp and B flat are the same key on the piano. They are the same handbell, as you can see here. A sharp, B flat are the same note. They are N harmonics. And let's do this one. What letter is that? This is E flat, F-A-C-E, E flat. what is the N harmonic of E flat? So I taught you before, you go down a letter and you sharp. So D sharp is the N harmonic of E flat. Empty, garbage before, dad, flips. Remember also, for a note to be on the line has to go through the hole in the middle of the head, which is doing. All right, so let's do D flat. We'll do one more. What is the N harmonic of D flat? So you go down a letter, which is C, and you sharpen. So D flat is C sharp, as you can see right there. D flat, C sharp, they are N harmonics. So once again, an N harmonic cannot be the same letter, and it also cannot be the same thing like a flat. If you have D flat, you can't say, well, C flat is the N harmonic. It would have to go from a flat to a sharp, or a sharp to a flat, and you couldn't say C sharp is the same as C flat. They're not. You'd say C sharp goes to D flat, different letters. That's how N harmonics work. So now, let's take a look at the notes up here. And what letter is this? This is G. On what beat do we hit G? We play the G on beat 1. In fact, let's clap and count this first. We have eighth notes, quarter, eighth rest, eighth note tied to an eighth note. Ready and count. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's go backwards. Ready and go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. This time I'll point at the notes and you clap and count. Ready and count. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Remember, the dotted quarter note equals 3 eighth notes, or 1.5 beats. So let's go to the next one. What letter is this? This is B flat, empty garbage before. On what beat do we hit the B flat? It's on the and of 1. So this would go 1 and. Try that with your imaginary handbell. Ready, go. 1 and 2. And you stop it on 2. So what letter is this? Empty garbage before dad. This is D. On what beat do we play the D? We play D on beat 2. On what beat do we stop it? We stop it when we say 3. So let's do the D together. Ready and go. And 1 and 2 and 3. Let's do it again. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3. What letter is this? This is E flat. On what beat do we hit E flat? We hit E flat on beat 3. On what beat do we stop it? We stop the E flat on the and of 3. So let's play the E flat, which is also N harmonic to D sharp. Ready and count. And 1 and 2 and 3 and. See that? Let's do it again. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Fix that. And what letter is this? Empty garbage before. This is B flat, because we learned in the last lesson, if you have the same letter flatted previously in the same measure, it is flat. So this is also a B flat. let's play, in fact, let's talk about the counts. On what beat do we hit this B flat? We play the B flat on the end of 3. When do we stop it? We stop it on 4. So let's try that. Ready, go. And 4. Do that again. Ready, go. And 4. Let's play from the beginning with the B flats. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's go to the next note. What letter is this? Empty garbage before. This is B natural, which is the regular silver bell B, which I'll get from the set. The silver B is the same as B natural. Let me get that focused better. Okay, so that's the B. B natural. On what beat do we start the B natural? We start B natural on the end of 4. On what beat do we stop the B natural? Since the B natural is tied over, we stop it on the end of 1 in the next measure. So let's try that. Ready? We'll start from 4. 4 and 1 and. Let's do it again. Ready? Go. 4 and 1 and. That's tied. That means the 2 eighth notes are tied together. 2 eighth notes tied together is what? A quarter note. Because each eighth note is a half a beat, and a half times 2 is 1. Alright, so let's play from the beginning so far. Ready? And count. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. What letter is this? This is A sharp. F-A-C-E, A sharp. On what beat do we start the A sharp? We start the A sharp on beat 2. On what beat do we stop it? We stop it on the and of 3, because this is 2 and 3 and. Let's play that. Ready and go. And 2 and 3 and. You stop it when you say and. Let's do that again. Ready, go. 2 and 3 and. What letter is this? Empty garbage before. This is B flat. On what beat do we play the B flat? We play the B flat on the and of 1. On what beat do we stop the B flat? We don't stop the B flat. You know why? Because A sharp is N harmonic to B flat. Remember what I said, if you go to the same note, you don't stop it if you go directly to the same note. So we start this on the and of 1, we start this on 2, and then we stop on the and of 3. Let's try that. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and. So let's do it again. Ready and count. And 1 and 2 and 3 and. So I'd like to put a flat sign on this one as well. What letter is this? F-A-C-E. This is E flat. On what beat do we hit the E flat? We play the E flat on the and of 3, just like we said when we stop this note, it's on the and of 3. So, on what beat do we stop the E flat? We stop it on 4. So let's try it. We'll just start from the and of 3. Ready, go. And 4. Let's do that again. Ready, go. And 4. Let's play the whole thing up to here with just E flats. Here's E flat, here's 1. Ready, and go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. is this? This is A sharp. Because remember, if the same letter appears sharped earlier in the measure, it's also sharp. So this is A sharp. On what beat do we play the A sharp? We play it on the and of 4. Where will we stop it? Hypothetically, if there was another note after this measure, we would stop it on beat 1 of the next measure, providing that it's not another A sharp, of course. So let's do that. Ready, go. And 1. Let's just start right here again. Ready, go. And 1. So, what letter is this note? Empty garbage before. B flat. That flat carries through the measure to here, because we're still in the same measure. On what beat do we play B flat? We play B flat on beat 4. On what beat do we stop the B flat? We don't stop it, because the next note is A sharp. Take a look. B flat and A sharp are the same note. What is that called when the two different letter names are the same pitch? N harmonics. So, because they're N harmonics, we play on beat 4 and we play on the and of 4 without stopping in between. Ready and go. And 4 and 1. We'll pretend there's a 1 after this. Ready, go. 4 and 1. If it's a regular bell choir piece, I normally have the bell choir hold the very last note forever. Just let it decay and die out on its own. But in this case, hypothetically, there's another measure. So let's play the whole things on B flats. You have B flat, B flat, B flat, B flat, A sharp, A sharp. You have a lot of them. Ready and count. At 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's go backwards. Ready and go. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's go forward one more time. B flat's the trickiest one here. Ready and count. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's do B natural, which is the silver B. All the silver bells are naturals. Ready and count. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's go backwards. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now we're going to have some more fun with this. We are going to make a key signature. The key signature is a symbol at the beginning of the piece telling you what to sharp or flat. So we're going to put a B flat here, and we're going to put an E flat in the key signature. This key signature tells you all B's, all E's are flat no matter where they are placed on the staff, whether the high E or the low E. In this case, all the B's are on the middle line. And you have to have this natural here, because now you have to cancel this flat out. We do not need this flat here, because once you cross the measure bar, this cancels out. So this is a B flat, and we don't need the flat here, because that's an E flat. So let's go through the letter names now. Let's see how you do. So remember, you have to look at this key signature at all times to know which notes to flat. What letter is this? Empty garbage, G. What letter is this? Empty garbage before, B flat, because of the key signature. What's this? Empty garbage for dad, D. What letter is this? It's a space, F-A-C, E flat, because the key signature has a flat in the E space, E flat. What letter is this? Empty garbage before, this is B flat, because the key signature puts a flat in the B line. What letter is this? Empty garbage before. This is a B natural, same as a B. It's the silver bell. What letter is this? Empty garbage before. This is B flat, because the key signature tells you it's flat. The key signature is a way of not having to put a flat on every single piece of B in a whole song. Suppose the song had 200 measures, and there are B's in every measure. This would save the ink if you printed it. What about this? What letter is that? F-A-C-E, A sharp. This is an A sharp. What letter is this? F-A-C-E. This is E flat, because the key signature tells you. You have to remember that key signature throughout the whole entire piece of music. What about this letter? Empty garbage before. This is B flat, because there's a flat on the B line in the key signature. One more. What letter is this? F-A. A sharp, because we carry the sharp through the measure. And B flat and A sharp are enharmonics. They're the same note. And here's a question for you. What do you call these 5 lines? They're called the staff. And let's see what you remember about the rules of N harmonics. So, say we have a sharp, like a D sharp. Where do we go to find the flat that's an enharmonic? Do we go up or down? We go up, and it winds up being E flat. Let's do another one. We have A sharp. Where do we go to find the enharmonic? We go up to the next letter name and flat it. We make a B flat. Remember, the enharmonic cannot be the same letter name as the original. Let's do the opposite. We have G flat. Where do we go to find the enharmonic? We go down a letter name, so G flat becomes F sharp. You have to know your alphabet forward and backwards to do this. And let's do one more. So this is E flat right here. Where do you go to make it into the enharmonic? You go down to the next letter and you sharpen. So E flat and D sharp, which these bells, the tone chimes, all give you the answers. E flat, D sharp are the same pitch. They are enharmonics. And what kind of rest is this? 8th rest. What kind of note is this? 8th note. What kind of note is this? Dotted quarter note. What kind of note is this? Quarter note. And what do you call these 5 lines? They are the staff. And what do you call the symbol at the beginning of the song that tells you what to sharp or what to flat? It's called the key signature. And bear in mind, key signature can also have sharps. It's going to either have sharps or it's going to have flats. It actually doesn't mix it. You can have them mixed in the song. So this is the key signature. And what is this symbol? It's called a natural.